discussion.
I'm going to throw in some words and then I need you to give me 1 or 2 sentences.
Okay.
Finances, as somebody growing up, as an adult. Finances. Give me wisdom.
Probably the most important thing the millennials are thinking about outside of, like, if you're a person of faith. I think we don't know enough. We don't know enough. I don't know if the other generations did, but, like, we don't know enough.
Yeah.
And we're struggling. And at the same time, we are the most probably informed or can be informed because of the internet, right?
About this.
Yeah.
Sex?
Sex. I don't know, bro. Sex, I think, is... that's an interesting one. What do you think? Let me flip that, because I think the finances one was easier in terms of, like, because that's top of mind. Sex is a bit like it's
the
broad.
practical thing is if you're gonna go have sex with the world, know that you'll carry that for life.
Consequences.
Now we don't have to go through the whole soul ties thing.
Yeah, it's a different part. It's a different part.
And what people believe, but no matter how much, you will always remember it.
Okay.
You will always remember a person you had sex with.
Yes.
For life.
Interestingly, because I heard...
Whether it was good, bad, whether it was OnlyFans, it was whatever,
yes.
You will never forget it.
Yeah.
And do you want that seed in your heart and your life?
Bro, I heard a part about this, and the thing was, they were talking about how, believers who grew up, like, in the church, and how they stayed pure all their life. They didn't have, what's the name? Now they get to grown up, and then they like, now they have somebody in their lives, and they married, and now they have sex. But in their mind, the temptation is like, oh, what have I missed out on? And what have I not experienced? And all this. Yeah. And the whole conclusion to that was like, actually, that's lies from the devil, because what he wants is, because you don't know the pain or the trauma or the consequences that come from having had that past, and now you have to deal with it in a marriage covenant relationship. Yeah. And I found that very interesting, because I don't think I've had.
Well, I look forward to us having a conversation,
around
like a deeper conversation on sex, but we're not ready for that yet.
Okay, sure.
But I think we need to, because it carries a lot of this.
I feel like
the other thing I'd say around it is that if you are waiting, I wish you are, for sex to get married, to somebody of the opposite sex, that's even dramatic these days.
Listen,
you can't even say it.
Listen.
They're never going to fulfill you sexually.
Wow.
You never.
Definitely a different part.
They're never going to. So they could fulfill you sexually. They could be phenomenal in bed.
Yes.
But they could be lacking in the emotional tank that fills your sexual tank.
Sheesh. Interesting.
Listen. Because sex isn't just two bodies coming together.
Yes, it's not.
It's not just two bodies.
That's what culture, though, wants you to think. Right?
It's not just the energy.
It's just physical. It's strictly biological.
Just physical, right? Like, people are not just out there cheating because they just saw somebody prettier and better. It feels an emotional needs at times, because they obviously are chronic cheaters. But sometimes it feels an emotional need that you are not getting from the person that you thought would. And so you try fill it with sex.
Listen, emotional, spiritual need.
Yeah.
Because God created sex.
Exactly.
Right? And his idea of it is not what we see in culture.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And my worry, spending time with lots of Christian couples, it's so great because people are so open about sex.
Nice.
But I sometimes live worried that we're so open and so candid about speaking about sex to the point where I get worried at how people make it seem like sometimes that's what marriage is all about.
It's the end all be all. It's 90% of...
Yeah. And it's cool that couples can talk about it.
Yes.
But I feel like the more we talk about it, it's creating so many ideas for people, even married people.
Yes.
Married people.
Wow.
It's creating so many ideas that, that couple's doing that. Maybe we should do it. Maybe there's something that's missing in our, you know. So it just creates these little gaps that sometimes I'm getting just a bit concerned personally. But maybe it could just be my own little because now I'm in that.
Yeah, in that phase.
In those marriage
Yeah,
stuff.
trying to figure
So
it
like
out.
I'm hearing.
Yeah.
So there's something there. There's so much we can talk about.
Bro, because I was gonna say like the sex thing is like, apart from like, you know, sex, the act, it's like the whole kind of cultural outlook on it is it's very tied to all the other stuff with identity.